YouTube. Alright, let's get this freak show road. Thought I'd make another video about like the subject I just learned about. I didn't really know much about. I just haven't ranted and raved and yapped enough for the night. I need to say some other shit. So here we go. Let's see. Trump. I'm not gonna say anything bad about the guy or anything really bad about this because I don't really know the details. I know he's against immigration, but at the same time, I just wanted to say, you're really starting to make me look bad. Because I have been defending the guy. I've defended him for some time now. I pretty much, with a few exceptions, there was a few periods there where I was kind of against him, but I more or less have defended him ever since, not only since before he took office, but in his first debate, the first debate he ever had with the other Republicans. I've been defending him. And I've been a fan of, well, not a fan, but I've liked Trump. Compared to the other politicians, I like the guy. And this new immigration policy really makes me look like an asshole, you know? Supposedly, like, this would, speed up the deportation of immigrants, or supposed illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, because, first of all, they're not ET, and second of all, I don't think a human being can be illegal, so there's that. But this makes me look really bad and lame. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see where things go. But I would just like to point out that you need to stop hating other poor people. White people out there. Stop hating other poor people. If you're a poor white person, because you're undermining yourself. If you're a white person and you hate other poor people, you're undermining yourself because they're not your enemy. The enemies are the Bushes, the Clintons, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, George Soros, the royalty of the world, the people that have put these people in their countries in such horrible fucking conditions that they end up in this country. That have supported such policies as has Hillary Clinton and George W. Bush and other people, that they end up in this country because their countries are no longer inhabitable because our country ruined their fucking country. So I would just like to say to you white people that we all bleed red. Martin Luther King, JFK or Martin Luther King, we all bleed red. And at the end of the fucking day, Mexicans are just, 1 minute. Mexicans are just like white people. The only difference is they don't suck as much. But no, we all bleed red. We all bleed the same blood. We're all human. And, they have just as much of a right to live here as you do. And I would just like to point out some things. First of all, the majority of Mexicans usually, or not just Mexicans, but I use that as a stereotypical word because everybody else uses that word. But I mean, Latin Americans, Latinos, whatever kind of type people from Central America, Latin America. What the hell is that talking about? No, I don't think white people suck. Obviously, I am white, and there was some kind of plot or something at one point. If there ever was a plot to destroy white people, 1 minute, pop-ups. If there ever was a fucking plot to destroy white people, just for the record, I would be totally against that because I am white and I'd have to be insane not to be, but there isn't. But I just want to say that I think that white people act in very dumb and unusual ways. No, I don't like Antifa. Antifa are bullies. They don't respect other people's freedom of speech. I do not like Antifa. That's not the point. I just want to tell you some things about Mexicans. One, the majority of them don't mutilate their children's genitals, first of all. They don't do that. We do that. They don't do that. Second of all, they have better food than us. Tacos, pizza. Pizza is actually Mexican. American food is usually cheap and quickly made for mass production. It's greasy. It's bad for you. Mexico has better food. And another thing, the other way they have good beer. Coronas, another beer is pretty good. But nevertheless, I just wanted to say that the point I'm making is they have every bit as much of a right to live here as anyone else. And I just think that we're really wrong and really corrupt for throwing them out, especially since we destroyed their countries in the first place. Our corporations, under the rule of our government, allowed for these corporations to be sent to fucking Mexico, so that they could fuck up their agricultural system. And then once they got cheaper, they saw cheaper labor somewhere else. Guess what they did? They pulled the jobs out of Mexico too, and they sent it to those countries that work people even cheaper. And a lot of those places, they now have child labor, and people are working in sweatshops in some of these other countries. And they destroyed Mexico and the Mexican economy and the economy of a lot of Latin American countries. And that is why they're coming here. We did this in the first place. The least we can do is let them fucking stay here. So, that's just my opinion. Another thing I want to talk about is I don't necessarily support getting rid of borders, though if you let enough people in, you would eventually probably have to resolve, or what's the word I'm looking for? Dissolve the borders, because you're going to have too many people, and there's going to have to be free migration for people to other places. And that sounds like a good idea. The only problem is how fast before the hypocrites, the crooks, the parasites of the world, like George Soros, George Bush, the Bushes, the Clintons, the royalty, how long, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, how long before they try to create a one world government or a global police state that they have been trying to set up for some time now? And the problem I have with doing that is it would make it a lot easier for them. So I really don't have your solution as to what to do about illegal immigration. I just think it's wrong to be speeding up the trials to these people who are trying to stay here, and they don't get to stay here long enough as it is, especially if they have children here. It seems very ill-mannered and very a bit disturbing. So the point I'm making is I don't like that. I don't support that. Another thing I am noticing, the right wing is really trying, and this is Tucker Carlson, who I used to like, and I still like. I mean, I'm not dissing him or throwing him under a bus, but he also came out against rules that would make prison inmates get out of jail quicker. And he said it would help various groups like bank robbers, sex offenders, drug addicts, drug sellers, drug dealers, even murderers get out faster. Now, look, drug dealing is usually done, in a lot of cases, by people that need the income. They don't have ways of making money anywhere else. I'm not defending it, but I believe everyone has a second chance. Sex offenders could mean rapists, but there's also sex offenders who are just idiots, like that fucking, we all know, like those idiots, they flash people and they run off. Those are disgusting perverts, but, hey, they deserve a second chance. You're talking about murderers. I don't think any bill is trying to give murderers a chance or a way out of prison. But like I said, everyone deserves a second chance. But if you kill someone, I mean, that's pretty damn permanent. You fuck them good at that point. There's no coming back from death. So I'm not sure someone who kills someone should be given a second chance. Now, I don't support the death penalty, but they probably should do life in prison. But the point is, no, I have never flashed someone and run off. Okay, yeah, you're just kidding. No, I've never done that. I don't support that. But there are people who do that, and I don't think that should be this unforgivable crime. Some people are just idiots. Stupidity is a part of life. I don't see why, if you're an idiot, you should have to hang. I mean, I don't agree with that. And that's probably what they mean by sex offenders. We're talking about low grade, low level sex offenses that are not really that harmful. They're just stupid. But I could be wrong. I don't know what they're talking about. The point is, I don't support throwing Mexicans out of the country. I think it's wrong. And I think Mexicans should be given the same rights and the same ability to live here as anyone else. And that's my video, P666.